Yeah, all right, sweet. Well, we'll wait for Christina to join back in, but welcome everyone to to the second annual, our second webinar for the year. So I didn't work on my goofy Ron Burgundy speech to introduce us, but can you see the agenda that I put up on the screen?
Thumbs up? Yeah.
All right, cool. Right on. The thumbs up works well. I can see that. So here's what we're going to do. We'll wait just a moment for Christina to get back online here. She's been on and off. Maybe she's having some internet troubles. But we'll go through what we're going to do. So this is the intro. We're going to go over the agenda. We have a theme today for this webinar, and obviously we're connecting 3 schools again. We're connecting Skyline, Antioch, and Oakland High. And so part of that today is focusing on this theme of looking back at what you've done. And so we made up a really long title for the theme, and that's "The Road to Success is Paved with Obstacles, Learning from the Past to Make a Better Future." So we're going to be largely reflecting today and then sharing out with what you all have been working on with other students from other schools. So we have some mini presentations. You all are going to speak to some of the events you've been working on, one school at a time. We'll go around, everyone will share, and then and everyone meaning each school. And then we'll have a chance for people to write questions for the other schools that you've listened to. And then we'll have, most of the time will be spent doing Q&A. You guys will be talking to each other and collaborating. And then finally we'll close up around 4:12, 4:15. We'll be sailing into the sunset. All right? Cool. So awesome. I love the waves. It's perfect. It's perfect. I'm going to just check with Christina here in the chat, and feel free to put stuff in this chat bar here too. Christina, where are you?
Doug, I just got a text from her saying that they're having internet troubles.
Okay.
And she's asking us, to start without her, and they'll see if they can get in.
Cool. Right on. Right on. So I think everybody knows me, but again, my name is Doug, and it's good to see you all again virtually from afar. So why don't we have we can flip a coin here, or if Skyline or Antioch you'd like to go first, and I've got Skyline. I've got you guys with a little blurb here to help walk you through. So why don't you go first?
Right. Who wants to? Let's do the trail maintenance one first. Yes, you can call instead of our shed activity. We talked about that last time. But we're going to take it a different.
Hello. Hi.
So tell us who you are first, too.
My name is Mariana. And I'm Hillary. And so we did trail maintenance with Dee at Diamond Park Canyon. And basically what we did was we worked on trails to make it easier for hikers to walk on the trails. It was like really small, and 2 people couldn't walk together. And we learned that we learned how to use tools. Pole saw. It was like a long stick, and it had like a saw at the end, and you just pull, keep sawing, and the branch will come off, and yeah. And we learned that you shouldn't cut more than your thumb. You shouldn't cut more than. You shouldn't cut width of your thumb. So the branch shouldn't be larger than your thumb. Yeah, because it will really mess up the tools. It'll break it.
Yeah, and some things that we learned from going on this is we should have brought tools because there's only one pole saw and not everyone could use it. And transportation was also another issue because we took so long to get to the trail and we only had such a short time with Dee, who was our guest. And we decided that we needed to plan out how to get there more faster instead of parking so far away. Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Maybe we have our next group. Come to those two there.
You go.
Hi, my name is Paulina,
Hi, my name is Ulysses.
and we were at Fern Ravine in Joaquin Miller.
Yeah. So basically, we were removing coyote bushes, and it was actually hard since the roots were like really, really deep inside, and so like we had to use this tool to like take them out, and like it was really hard using that tool, and we had to like work as a teamwork since it was really hard.
And the reason why we were removing coyote bush was because they were invasive to the wetland. That's why we were removing coyote bush.
Also, two other people from our team were doing the water quality thingy, and so they were what do you call it? Like testing the water to see how if it was bad or good and stuff.
But we learned that when we did our presentations in our classrooms that we should have had like sign-ups before, so we know who's coming and who's not, and also have like the waivers ready before, so like the people coming have it signed and not like miss out on the like helping with the coyote bush.
Have our next group. What's going on?
Okay. Hi, I'm Kayla, and I'm Hillary again. We're gonna be at Palos Colorados, which is in Joaquin Miller Court. We were supposed to go there this Saturday, and what we were gonna do there, we were gonna remove invasive plants and plant more native plants, and also paint the trailhead. But it got canceled, and we felt we were gonna. Okay, we were gonna do classroom presentations today, but we learned it got canceled yesterday, so we ended up not doing it. But we were gonna have the waivers like on hand during the presentation, so kids wouldn't show up to the event without waivers again. And then now we're going to tell people that it got canceled, obviously, so they won't show up. And we're going to take down any flyers if they're still up. And the main lesson we learned is just to, like, be flexible, and there's some things that you just, like, can't control. Yeah, okay.
Nice. Cool. Thank you, Skyline. So next up, we've got Oakland, and let's check out our sound, make sure it's working with you all. Yeah? Can you hear? Elizabeth, give me a thumbs up. Can you hear? All right. And can we hear you? Is the question. Cool. So welcome, Oakland. We were just hearing from Skyline about some of the projects they're working on, and I've got a little slide up here for you. This is Doug on the other end. I don't think you can see me, can you? Just a voice from the television. So tell us about some of the projects you've been working on, just in brief, and then we'll have some time to answer questions, and we're still going to hear from Antioch, too. Hey, Christina, or folks at Oakland, make sure your sound is on. I can't hear you.
Christina, I think your mic is muted. Can't tell.
You're just writing questions.
Nope, still not working. Okay, let's have Antioch go, and we'll get back to you all. Okay, hang in there. All right. So change of plans to our ladies and gentlemen at Antioch High. If you guys want to tell us about your last couple months, what you've been up to.
Hi guys, I'm Amani, and for our first project that we did last semester, our big project, we did peer-to-peer presentations, and we presented to 15 different classes and got to 450 different students. So that's a lot of students that we got to. And we talked about marine debris and what we were going to be doing on our school, and we were going to put recycling bins on the school campus in our main hall so that we could all recycle and help the environment. A major obstacle that we had was really getting the kids engaged in what we were saying and trying to relate to what we're saying and everything. And that was a problem. So kind of threw candy at them, trying to get them to listen and everything. And really connect to what they have in their lives so they can get money for recycling and we can try to help them with what they want to do. So maybe do like a contest or something with the money that we get. So I think they really responded well to that. And for our project, we're having a lot of trouble getting the bins just because of the city. And that's pretty much the first project.
Let's scoot forward a little bit.
Hi, I'm Mackenzie. So the other part of our big project that we did last semester was like Amani said, we got recycling bins. And so basically we have like small recycling bins in all of our classrooms for like homework and, snacks, whatnot, and whatever in there. But we wanted to put some outside, like around the campus, so that people, when they're out at lunch or just in passing period, they can recycle anything that they have. And we thought it would improve the amount of recycling that we have on our campus. And then we were thinking of like all the bottles, the plastic, glass, and aluminum cans, we wanted to separate them and then turn them in for money to use towards the students in the classrooms or towards activities, stuff like that. And then, again, we've been having some problems getting the bins because we were going to borrow them from the city of Antioch, but the ones that they wanted us to use were like broken, I guess. I guess the hinges were broken. And they were like, oh yeah, we'll fix those, but we haven't really heard much back. So we're still kind of working on that, emailing them back and forth, working on getting the bins. So yeah, thanks.
Hi, I'm Danielle. We had mini projects this semester to follow up on our big project, and one of the ones that we had that I was in charge of was a Bring a Friend litter cleanup day. Everybody was just supposed to really bring a friend, come here, and then our agenda for the day was
we data trained them here, like we all learned how to data train in the beginning of the internship with the sheets of paper. And then we went out and we did a quick cleanup here to make sure they knew how to do it with the data sheets and everything. And then any of our friends that wanted to come with us to the dunes, the Antioch sand dunes, came with us, and we went out and we picked up litter there. One of the biggest obstacles in planning it, I found that trying to find a date that everybody could show up for and was free. Everybody seemed to have some sort of after-school activity or classes to go to. So next time, I would advise my past self to plan further ahead, because apparently a month was not enough time. But yeah.
Hi, I'm Cassie. Another mini project we did was we presented to Louis P. at Big Break, and slides I did where I presented on the endangered animals at the Antioch Dunes and how garbage could affect them. An obstacle that I came across was remembering what to say and just nervousness, and then I could probably overcome that by practicing more and talking in front of people more.
Thanks, Cassie. Stops for your
All right, thanks, Antioch. We'll check in with Oakland here and see if they're ready to rock. All right, Skyline with the love. All right, let's give this a go here. Can we hear you?
Can you?
Hallelujah! Yeah. Hey, Oakland.
Okay, so we're the Storm Drain group. Mila's Vinny.
Me, Elijah. I am.
And basically, in our efforts to battle marine debris, we've been working on creating a filter for a storm drain. And some obstacles we face have been we haven't had like really good communication and time management, but we all kind of had like different ideas. Like we thought we had the same idea, so we had different things going on. And one of the things we're going to do to overcome these obstacles is set due dates for ourselves and have like a written out plan and make sure we talk to each other about what we're going to do.
Nice.
Moving over.
It's your turn.
Go for it. Hey, hi, I'm Khalil. We're talking about our campus cleanup that happened on the 3rd of last month. So basically, we didn't have many people that came to volunteer, but the people that did, we got a lot of work done. We found that our most common trash items were things like pens, typical things that you find in school. We had pens, papers, and then a couple broken pencils, just scattered throughout bushes. Any questions?
We're going to take questions in just a minute, Khalil.
Okay.
Yeah, thanks.
So that was basically, we got a lot of stuff clean.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, hey, I'm Henry, and the project my group did was trash can art. And one obstacle we had to do that we had to overcome was having to redo it because the first draft was too complex and detailed. And then an obstacle that we're going to overcome for the future is make it more convincing, get more students to submit their designs.
Cool, thanks, Henry. Xanon, did you have something to add to that?
Yeah, I mean, that was pretty much it. We didn't fully finish our project. It was still work. And the obstacle we had was like, we didn't have enough people to submit the work. So, but Henry said the one thing we could overcome to this obstacle next time is to make the flyers more convincing and make it more fun, so we can convince more people to submit their work, and that will make our project work better next time.
Nice.
Yeah.
And also, we did separate designs, and hers was we sort of were on a different page because her design was submitted and accepted by the city of Oakland, and mine wasn't. So that's why we're sort of on a different track right now.
Got it. All right. Well, thank you all for presenting. What we're going to do right now here, I'll turn off the screen share so you can see me for a sec. All right. Back at HQ here. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take about a minute. And what I'd like to ask you all to do is to take a second to write a question for each school. So if you're at Oakland High, write a question for Antioch and write a question for the folks at Skyline about some of the projects that they worked on. And while you're doing that, I will refresh some of the projects that they've done on the screen there so you can have a little refresher. But that was a lot of projects, from doing campus cleanups, presenting to Fish and Wildlife, doing trail work, all kinds of cool projects that I think you guys can probe deeper to ask and find out what students are learning and what kind of obstacles they're facing, how they've got over them. So we'll take a minute to do that, and then you can hand those to whoever your campus coordinator is, and we'll read some off and have a chance to discuss together.
So once you have your question back, and then do I have a volunteer who maybe wants to read the question? You want to? Do you want to ask the question?
Yeah.
So since Oakland High didn't have an opportunity to hear all of the presentations, I'm wondering if we could see their slides or something to kind of help us write some questions or come up with questions for them.
Yeah, totally. Are you not able to see the slides right now?
I can see. So I'm just now. I see Ray. If you can pull it back to your slide with Skyline.
So I think what you'll have to do is actually click on my slide.
Okay.
So, and you should be able to see it.
All right, great.
Does that help?
So, yeah. Thank you.
Yeah,
okay.
So I'll flash this one for a sec, and then I'll show you Antioch.
I'm going to hand you the ones. You guys are doing good. If you can about the second question. That's what the picture? Yeah.
So how about when your school is all done, you can just type in the chat bar the year school is done, like I just did. ETHQ done.
And Doug, how many questions do we want for each school to actually ask? Because we have a big pile in our hands.
Yeah, so what we'll do is we will do as many as we can, but we'll do an initial round of 2 for each school. So you will read 2 from your pile for Skyline and 2 from your pile for Oakland.
Okay.
And we'll work it out from there.
So you can put Antioch done there.
Go ahead and put, we'll just put Oak done.
All right. Word. Coming back. All right. Cool. So Rayanne and Antioch, why don't we start with you all? And you can pose your questions and let us know what school it's for. So, hey, Oakland, this is for you, or Skyline, this question is for you. And then the groups that can respond accordingly.
Okay. Hi, my name is Zuzu. First, we're gonna start off with Oakland High School. The first question is, which ideas for the filters do you think work best? Can you repeat the question? The first question was, which ideas for the filters do you think are going to work best?
This is storm drain.
So Lisbeth, do you want to answer that? That's specifically for the storm drain group. So we're gonna have a storm drain rep.
So we were thinking about using mesh, covering with mesh, and we didn't know if we wanted to do it like peeling it off, but we haven't decided yet. But we're thinking it's gonna be for sure mesh.
Thank you.
Cool. Uh-oh.
Go for it.
Okay. Where and how many drain filters will there be by your school?
Say again.
Where and how many drain filters will there be by your school?
How many drain?
Say again. How many filters are we gonna install, or?
Where and how many?
We can't install one yet, but we're doing prototypes to test it.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Thanks.
I think he froze.
Would you pick a different project if given the opportunity?
Being completely honest, this project is really, really hard, and I'm a little bit lazy, and I feel like we could do an easier project, but at the end, it's worth it.
And then our last question is, did you have trouble with the flyers like we did? People in our school were taking down our posters, so we had some trouble with that.
Okay, I'm gonna switch now. That wasn't with me, my group.
Yeah, I mean, we noticed not a lot of people, like not a lot of flyers were taken down, but most of the flyers were in the classroom, and I guess we didn't have enough, or it wasn't standing out. That's why a lot of people they just ignored it. So that was our obstacle. It was a bit different from yours. Yeah.
Thank you.
Cool.
No problem.
All right.
Wants to add to that? Yeah.
Thanks, Antioch. So why don't
Our flyers, we got them stamped by a leadership teacher, and none of them really got taken down. They looked really nice, and they stayed up for a while. I think some of them are. Yeah. There were no issues with our
Awesome. Cool. So why don't we move on to some questions for Skyline from Antioch?
Those are all our questions.
Oh, cool. Those are all your
Great,
questions.
thanks.
Perfect. Well, let's move on then. Oh, yeah. Snap, snap. why don't we move on to Skyline? And if you have any questions for the groups here, you can come up and ask them.
Here.
You guys are muted, I think. Oh.
Oh no.
Isn't it muted? We hear you.
I'm
Can you
here.
hear us?
Yeah.
Hey. No.